Peace be with you. Goddess watch over you.
I got a bad feeling.
What do you need? We've got a lot of work to do.
Elune be with you. Greetings. Go in peace. Ishnu Daldiye.
Of the ruby red river that flows through this darkening concrete, devouring ghosts to float by. I'm with them, up in the current, taken in whole. I've been struggling, strangling, others in tow have my eyes.
You have a natural gift.
Imagining sequences, playing back visions by stereo air and fragmenting emissions. I'm lost and found.
Wow, I've never seen anyone move like that before.
Fist that I wish I could bruise, bitter abysses, my petrified heart still bounding.
Impressive. Impressive.
accept all that you are and stand for. Guide me toward your portal.
I just love how you can't even do battlegrounds in World of Warcraft anymore. Like you queue for a random battleground or retail, and it's like, fucking get ready to wait for like fucking ever. Like even worse, the Cataclysm came out. Like you can't even get battlegrounds. It's like, and then the douchebag Nixium's got to put out a video saying, oh, that Blizzard screwed up and they should bring back Wrath of the Lich King Classic and Burning Crusade Classic. Like, yeah, great. Let's just bring back even more versions of the game to further divide the player base. I don't have a problem with. I think Wrath of the Lich King Classic servers would be. I mean, I understand why people might want Wrath of the Lich King servers, but I mean, honestly, how many people are really playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic? I mean, there's some, but not a ton. Same thing with like vanilla. How many people playing vanilla? There's probably a lot of people playing vanilla are probably just playing like for a little bit, or they're doing like hardcore. I'm just pissed off, dude. I'm so sick of people saying you need to have this server, that server. Let's just keep dividing the player. I mean, look at this. I queue for a battleground retail. Average wait time 24 minutes. Like 24 minutes. That's insane. It's ridiculous, is what it is. Mushrooms. It heals you for 2% of your maximum health whenever you kill a target. 29 versatility. Doesn't this do the same thing? Yeah, pretty much does the same thing. I don't know if you guys saw the video by MMO by today. He basically kind of covered how I feel about the MMO genre right now, which is to say that it completely sucks. So I thought that was a pretty good video. I actually responded to it, but I didn't get a response back, which is... Okay.
The MMO genre is dead, and I'm kind of tired. I know what you're thinking. Sticks.
So this, like, what he's saying here is pretty much how I felt for a long time. You know? And I said I've actually been super depressed for the past couple of years, which is kind of a funny thing to say, but I've played MMOs MMOs have been a big part of my life. I hate to admit it, but it's true. Ever since 1999, I've played MMOs almost nonstop, and I'd say the last 2 years, I've been kind of going through a slight depression. It's because part of it, and part of it's because my wife's really sick, but part of it's because I don't have that kind of, I always had that ace card up my sleeve, you know, like I always knew that I could come home from no matter what I was doing, and I had an MMO I could play that would like be relaxing, would be fun, would always put me in a good mood. I really haven't had that for a couple of years. Like I'll play a game and have fun for like a little bit, like maybe I'll play a few battlegrounds and have fun in one battleground, but there's all this downtime in between where I'm just trying to get into a battleground, which sucks. there's all this downtime of like trying to play a different mode of WoW, which sucks because you're trying to learn something I really don't even want to learn, to be honest. So, but anyways, this is a pretty interesting video. He's basically talking about stuff that I've been feeling for years.
No, the MMO genre isn't dead. We have so many great-looking MMOs coming. Maybe. Sure. Sticks, we have so many incredible MMOs that are still alive. Sure. WoW, Final Fantasy XIV, Guild Wars 2, maybe Black Desert, maybe ESO. All games that are a minimum of a decade old, which means there really hasn't been a single good, high-quality MMO that has remained relevant released in the last decade. I'm tired because there just doesn't really seem like there's a whole lot to cover. There just doesn't seem like there's really a whole lot to play. I started this channel back in 2017, and over the course of the last 7 years, I've shifted the direction of the channel, the focus of the channel numerous times. We started as a gameplay channel. We shifted towards news. We started doing both gameplay and news. We started doing reviews. At present, I've played every MMO. At present, there is very little in terms of news for new MMOs. I've reviewed every single MMO or close enough to it. And while I still plan on covering MMOs in each respective year, in a slightly different way, I'm sure if you've looked at my channel recently, you'll see that I've taken a new direction with regards to covering MMOs in 2024. It's gotten to a point where I just feel like there isn't really enough that warrants full-time coverage of MMOs, and I'm not the only one that feels this way. The Lazy Peon has been...
Yeah, Lazy Peon had a video like this a couple years ago, actually. I think might have even like a couple years ago where he basically just said, I can't make my channel all about just MMOs only because there's just not enough content. So he did start to review, different games,
Been covering non-MMOs. Kira TV no longer covers MMOs at all. Joss Strive Hayes has another channel called Joss Strive Plays, which does even better than his MMO channel. And honestly, those are actually really good videos, by the way. Mitch Mannix is beginning to also distance themselves from MMOs just a little bit. Asmongold very rarely reacts to MMO content anymore. Content creators are just leaving the genre. Honestly, there's only so many times we can play a game or replay a game. And what future do we have to look forward to? Recently, Tower Fantasy released. That did horribly. Blue Protocol was supposed to release years ago. We're still waiting for that. We don't even know if it's going to release in 2024 anymore. Throne and Liberty. God knows how that's going to do. Both Blue Protocol and Throne and Liberty have failed horribly in their countries of origin. We have Ashes of Creation that is still in the early alpha stages of development. That is years and years away from releasing. The Riot MMO announced they are going to go essentially radio silent for years.
Yeah, they said that.
Meaning this game is even further away than it was a few years ago when it was first announced.
Yeah, Riot actually said they're going to go dark, and you probably won't hear from them.
Arcade 2.
They probably won't say anything about the Riot MMO for literally like a couple years.
Was supposed to release in 2023, got delayed to 2024. Got delayed from 2024 to 2025 now. They shut down the original arcade server. They don't have anything. There's no arcades left for people to play. Chrono Odyssey was supposed to release in 2024. Chrono Odyssey got pushed back from 2024. Now it's releasing in 2025. That's if it releases in 2025. Odin Valhalla Rising was supposed to release in 2022. Got delayed to 2023, 2024. Now, the company behind it has been silent for about a year. God knows if we're still even getting it. Grand Saga. That was released years ago in Korea and Japan. That was supposed to release globally years ago as well. You know what? We still haven't gotten it. They did confirm we're going to be receiving the game soon. What does that mean? Crimson Desert was originally being developed as an MMO. They decided it wasn't worthwhile anymore. They can make more money by having it not be an MMO. Dokkaevi was originally being developed as an MMO. You know what? That's no longer an MMO either. Why? The very same reason. It's more beneficial, more lucrative to not have it be developed as an MMO, to instead either have it as a single player or a multiplayer focused game. Dungeon Fighter Overkill, which was essentially the revamped Dungeon Fighter Online that was supposed to be an MMO, was confirmed to also no longer be an MMO. This is an MMO that I was super hyped for because it looked so good and played so good. Not an MMO anymore. Why? Because studios don't want to make MMOs anymore. It's just too difficult and not worth the investment. The time investment or the financial investment. Project BBQ, which was that beautiful anime MMO set in the Dungeon Fighter world, but completely open world and fully action. That's no longer an MMO. You know what it is? It's an Elden Ring Souls-like open world action RPG. Why is it no longer? Because MMOs suck now. That's just the long and short of it. You want to know the kinds of MMOs we're getting? Revelation M just launched. You know what Revelation M is? The mobile version of Revelation Online. I streamed it for about 4 hours. Not only was it autoplay, auto-pathing bullshit, but the quests, the voices themselves, all the voice acting, the translations were AI generated. They didn't even have a voice cast. They didn't even have a voice director. They literally let AI do everything. You know what else launched recently? Moonlight Blade M. Surprisingly, and I know this is going to come as a shock to you, it utilized auto-pathing, autoplay, and AI voice acting, AI story, AI these are actual abominations of games. These shouldn't even be classified as MMOs anymore. The MMO genre right now is just in this horrible state. Not only has this genre stagnated significantly over the course of the last few years, but innovation has been stifled. Studios don't give a fuck anymore. Studios just want to milk players for every single cent they can, and that is evident in the kinds of games that they're producing. Good MMOs have become rare. All of the talented developers seem to have migrated on over to creating high-quality indie survival games. Look at Valheim. Look at V Rising. Look at Palworld. All critical, overwhelming successes, all appealing to the MMO crowd. Why? Because they allow for a large group of players to play a game together by providing them what they want, while also providing them a high quality experience. That is not what we get out of horrible quality cross-platform MMOs. We've covered a few different games on the channel in the last 6 months. Traha, Arcto Chronicles, these are Asian MMOs that are cross-platform compatible with PC and mobile. There are multiple more coming out, and all of them are going to suffer the same fate. They're all going to be equally as terrible, and none of us are going to want to play them. The future of the MMO genre is in a very bad state. There's literally nothing coming out in the foreseeable years that is going to retain our interest long-term. Blue Protocol was fun during the beta. By the time it comes out, there are going to be much better games than it. Wuthering Waves is a better game than it. Azure Premilia is a better game than it. Genshin Impact is a better game than it.
XRP trading in New York. New York does not have a lot of exchanges. Coinbase happens to be one that operates in New York. But if you are XRP Army, that is very, very good news. You can buy XRP once again. What else is there? Coinbase is also allowing staking of AVAX.
Yeah. They approved the the Ethereum spot ETFs today, which is good news. Good news. Where's MMO Fight?
Better game than it. Thrown.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to set an email off here, and I ended up getting on a tangent. You can see we still can't get a battleground to pop. I mean, queue time 24 minutes. I've been in queue 31 minutes. I mean, this is what Blizzard has done to World of Warcraft. This is what Blizzard has done to one of my favorite games of all time. They've divided the player base so much that you can't even hardly play the game anymore. Like, you're forced, if you want to play the game with a lot of people, to do like whatever the next big thing is, whether it's Cataclysm Classic or do some stupid Mista Pandaria bullshit or play some piece of garbage shit, Season of Discovery. None of those things really appeal to me right now. So I'm just working on getting better at playing the Hunter, and we'll slowly get to max level. I'm sure at max level the queues will be probably a lot better, but right now at this level, level 43, the queues are shitty. So. Nice teleport. Send this email. We sent an email to Mark, who is otherwise known as MMO Byte. We'll see if maybe we can get an interview with Mark for the channel, or maybe just get together and have a chat, see what he's up to. That would be cool. Yeah, so you can't even get a freaking queue. It's like it's just so bad. So one of the ways I level is I literally just fly around and kill all the rare mobs, because they're actually worth quite a bit of experience. And then maybe doing the odd quest here and there while we have the waiting for the queue to pop for battlegrounds, which seems like it's never gonna pop. Like when I play WoW now, it's actually kind of frustrating.
Well, hello there, Commander.
Because you just,
Search to the northwest. It will be right behind you.
because just no one wants to sit around waiting. It's like the only reason I play WoW anymore really is because I like PvP. So to have to sit around for half an hour for one battleground is pretty much like it's like slow death. It's like someone just stabbing me with daggers like over and over again while the whole time. It's pretty frustrating. We're just kind of dicking around there. I could obviously kill that guy really quickly if I wanted to. What's this? Some epic gloves just sitting there. Just epic gloves sitting there. Pretty interesting. Pretty good gloves, actually. We got a pet in here somewhere too. I do toy box I've already got. Look at those battleground queues. Average wait time 24 minutes. We've been in queue 41 minutes.
can kiss your ass goodbye.
Oh.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Damn. This guy, he means business, man. I guess he's a rare, super elite. Pretty strong. 43 rare elite. Pretty strong for me.
can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
It's the elite that's getting us.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
baby scout regiment, shout Sally and Jack. It wasn't what we
And in queue for an hour. Fucking hour. A fucking hour.
I told myself I was worthless. Told me that I was perfect. Then you kissed me and we fell asleep. Listening to postal service. Long live being in love, being obscene. Long live saying that we're 19. Black coffee, acetaminophen. Long live the listening and everything in between. Motherfucking tea. Long live the scene. Motherfucking tea. Long live the dream. Lately, beating hearts, baby. Come over to my place. I'll be your number one lady. Kissing on my space. Even though I got big dreams, I'll be dying over all. It's nice to have nothing. Set my face on the far wrong. Long live being in love, being obscene. Long live saying that we're 19. Black coffee, acetaminophen. Long live the listening and everything in between. Long live the motherfucking team. Long live the scene. Long live the dream.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
your promise. The way your bones went off, they would come down on us. I was a knife in the gunfight, and I fought so madly. You were a wolf in the daylight, and you almost had me with the blind side, and it hurt so badly. You were a wolf in the daylight, you almost had me. I guess I know when your heart stopped beating. I never let you sink your teeth in. I guess I know when your heart stopped beating. I never let you sink your teeth in. Did you know that Carson broke your promise? Promise. The way your bombs went off, they would come down on us.
Come on, dismount. Jesus, how many times do I have the fucking button? God. How do I get these guys? There we go. I kept hitting like dismount button, it would not dismount me. Fucking annoying as hell. Of range.
You can kiss your ass goodbye. You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Boring, boring, and guess what? Very boring. Oh man, I mimic MMO bite to say that the MMO genre just feels like it's fucking dead, man. It just feels so dead right now. Anyway, some